Sleep, a very fundamental requirement for a human body to rest, relax and rejuvenate, is unfortunately a challenge for many of us due to lifestyle, work-life imbalance and many other factors which causes sleep disorders or insomnia kind of problems. If you are one among them, I have a very wonderful and simple technique from Varmam that will put you into a very deep sleep within no time. If you are interested, please watch this video completely to understand what is this secret technique, how does it work, and what are the benefits and how to adopt it for your being to well-being journey. Vanakkam, welcome to Life Flu Wellness. This is Senthilkumar. As part of our simple Varmam series, I wanted to introduce some of the Varmam techniques to address the common lifestyle problems as well as certain disorders. I have chosen sleep disorder or insomnia as a topic for today's discussion. So Varmam technique provides a very wonderful and a very simple solution to address this. Before we get into the technique, let's try and understand the root cause for the sleep disorders or insomnia kind of a problem. While we blame this to our lifestyle or work-life imbalance, but there are 3 or 4 major root cause for all these problems. So I chose 3 important one, and with that we can get into the solution as well. The first one is your thoughts. If your mind is thinking something, whether it is we call overthinking or even it is planning something for the next day, the mind will not allow the body to go for a sleep. So that's one fundamental reason that your thoughts are still on. The second reason is when your body is warm or hot, the mind will not allow for the rest. Why the body is warm or hot? Maybe your digestion is still on, you had your food late, so the digestion is still in the process, or your digestive system is weak, so it's taking longer time, as well as when you are thinking, the mind is still consuming a lot of energy. So in this condition as well, the body will not go for a sleep. And the third scenario is your hormone is not secreted. Melatonin is a hormone required for our sleep, but they will not secrete unless it is dark. Many of us, we know, right, we are still on the white screens or blue screens, as well as the room is light and bright because you are watching TV or doing some activity. In all those scenarios, the hormone will not secrete. So the Varmam solution, what I am going to provide, is fundamentally going to focus to address these 3 important the root causes. Let's look at the first problem, that is how to control your thoughts. Okay, because your thoughts are coming from your 5 sense organs. Basically what you see, what you hear, what you feel, what you smell and taste generates a thought in your mind. So fundamentally we need to stop this 5 sense organs sending a signal to your mind. And how do we do it? That's where Varmam comes in to help. There are trigger points or pressure points or Varmam points for all these 5 sense organs. They are located in your fingers. So this is how you have to stop them, by activating the Varmam point. So basically we are going to activate a Varmam point called Nagakannu Varmam. These points are located basically it is just below the nail and then the muscle joint. So basically you are going to press these locations for 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the 10 fingers. So 5 times on all the 10 fingers. So 5 times you are going to press like this. So this will ensure to shut down or calm down your 5 sense organs so that they don't send any thoughts to your mind. Let's try and address the second problem. What is the second problem? That is your body is still warm and hot. And why it is warm and hot? Maybe there is a physical action is happening in the body. One such is your digestive action, and which needs a lot of energy. So we need to bring in some discipline because digestion takes minimum 3 to 4 hours for completion. So ensuring an early dinner, that is by 8 to 9 o'clock, will help you to improve this condition. So while the Varmam is going to help in a different form, but as a discipline we need to bring to have an early dinner. Now we need to understand a little concept from our Siddha on this process. We have two breaths. We call it as a right breath and left breath, or we call Chandra Nadi or Surya Nadi or Idakala or Pinkala. So fundamentally what happens, your right breath is more action oriented and your left breath is more of a calmness and softness and relaxation mode. So these breaths keep changing 1.5 hours. Every 1.5 hours this keeps changing. However, if there are more action required in the body, the right breath will be always active. So when the right breath is active, you cannot sleep, or it will not allow you to sleep. So we need to switch this breath to the left side. So how do we do it? There is a very simple Varmam technique. Basically we are going to activate a point called Sulumuna Nadi. So this Sulumuna Nadi is just located below your nose. So you're going to press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to trigger this location below the nose. So you're going to press it for 5 times, little pressure. So this Sulumuna Nadi, in some time, maybe in 5 minutes to 10 minutes time, it slowly will move the breath from right to left, so that it triggers a cooling action in the body and the body becomes little cool and you will start getting into a sleep mode. Now let's try and address the third problem which we talked about, that is basically the melatonin hormone, which will not generate when you have a very bright light or the blue screen. So how do we trigger this hormone secretion? If you notice, like when you try to read a book sitting like this, you'll automatically notice you will feel sleepy. Why? Because this location that is just below the jawline is, we call it as a Uraka column or a sleep triggering point as per Varmam. So what you're going to do is activate this point. So how do we do it? From your chin, using these two thumb fingers from the chin, just do a 5 times movement. So go on the jawline and do like this for 5 times. This will trigger your sleep hormone in some time. So again, this will help you to create the sleep. While we address these 3 major problems, but sometimes some people will find still a challenge to get into a deep sleep. You get suddenly disturbed, some disturbance comes in, you wake up and you don't go into a deep sleep. So for this, we are going to activate a Varmam or a Varmam point which will put you into a very deep sleep. If you see in pets, like when you're kind of playing with the pets, and if you try to touch their forehead, just like that, give a small gentle touch around their forehead, you know what happens? They start feeling drowsy and they start sleep, right? The same thing is what we're going to do for your head as well, because there is a point, it is like we call it the Shiva's third eye, or the midpoint in your forehead is also a point which will put you into a deep sleep. So how are we going to do it? Take the 4 fingers, just keep it like this, and then do a very, very small feather touch movement like this. Feather touch, no hurry, just a feather touch movement for minimum 50 to 60 times or 2 to 3 minutes. While you do this, you'll notice you cannot even open your eyelids. Your eyelids will become so heavy and you cannot even open your eyelids. And as I said, in 2 minutes you'll find feeling so drowsy and basically you'll start going into a deep sleep. So this is an ultimate self sedation kind of point, just put you into a very deep sleep. I hope this Varmam technique is helpful for many of you. I would encourage you to practice this for minimum 7 days. As I mentioned, your mind will not convince anything in less than 7 days. So don't try 2 days and say it is not working. Allow the mind to convince So for that you need to practice minimum 7 days, and when you practice it for 21 days, it gives a wonderful result, because that's when it becomes a habit. So body is tuned to the changes what you're trying to do, and you see a lot of improvement, because sleep is a very essential element for you to rejuvenate your body and repair your body. So practice this, share your comment and feedback. That will encourage me to post many such traditional practices, be it Ayurveda or Varmam, for your day-to-day life, and help you transform from being to well-being. Thank you.